Antoine, are you on Twitter?
Yes, I am.
You are. What's your Twitter handle?
Bibeau Antoine 01.
Now, are you active on it? Do you actually tweet stuff, or are you following just a bunch of people?
No, I'm not tweeting much. I'm just following a lot of people and just trying to keep up, but I'm not really active on Twitter.
Yeah, that's like Bob. But I think you've put out more tweets in the last week than you have since your Twitter account opened.
That's very true, Todd. And you know what? Trying to be a little more active on it, keep people informed here in Leafs Nation, what's going on, and it's been fun.
At Big Daddy McGill is the handle there. Antoine, let's talk about the experience of Leaf Camp and the experience of getting in those preseason games. I'm going to think that it was a little nerve-wracking, just a little bit, although you didn't show it.
Yeah, well, for sure. I was really nervous before my first preseason game, but once I was in the net, it was great, and it was a great experience. All the camp, be with the pro guys, and I learned a lot there.
Now, Antoine, you go back to your season last year, and incredible ending to it, where you didn't end up winning getting to the Memorial Cup final, but in the Quebec League playoffs, you get the MVP because you win 2 Game 7s to win the championship. Throw a shutout against the London Knights to kick off the Memorial Cup. You've really brought that experience here to training camp this year. And myself, I can say, for 20 years of age, I've been thoroughly impressed with your demeanor in the net and how calm and cool you are. And that's got to be something that helps you moving forward here, especially the way you sort of look at the game.
Yeah, well, for sure. I think all the playoff run last year in the Memorial Cup really helped me. There was a lot of media, and I think it was a great preparation for pro hockey and living in Toronto because there's a lot of media here too. So it was a pretty good preparation for me, and I think I just keep the same way that I was playing at the Memorial Cup. I'm just trying to have fun out there, and I think it worked out well for me at training camp.
Getting to work with guys like Reimer, Bernier, how much of an asset does that bring to not only getting game preparation but season preparation?
Well, it was really good. I was just trying to watch what they do before game, after a game, just see the little details that they're doing, and they really helped me. Before my game against Philadelphia, I was really nervous, and Bernie just tried to calm me down and he just talked to me, and it really helped me. And then we had a great game together. So it was a really great experience for me.
Now, how who did you look up to? Who was your favorite goaltender when you were growing up, and try to model yourself after? And have you sort of thought that you have done that as far as playing the sort of same style as a particular goaltender?
Not really. I just watch. I like pretty much. I like some goalie, but there's not really one goalie that I really like. I just I like Carey Price because he's really calm. I like Pecorine, he's a big goaltender. So I'm just trying to take little details from every goalie, and they just make one goalie. But I think I have a different style than a lot of goalies, so I can't really try to do the same thing that them if I'm not the same style. So I'm just trying to do what I do best with my style. Well,
Ferris Bueller got a day off. You guys got a day off yesterday. You didn't go and get in a parade and sing, I'm going to guess. What do you do on the day off? How do you enjoy Toronto? Or do you?
Yeah, well, yesterday I just relaxed. I think that's what the offs are for, and just went shopping a little bit, and that's it.
Now, when do you get the new goal equipment? Because I think you're firmly entrenched in being either a Toronto Maple Leaf or a Toronto Marlie this year with the blue and white. I know your old pads certainly did you well. When do you get the new gear?
It's actually supposed to be here today, tomorrow, or Friday this week. It was supposed to be here Monday, and I don't know, it didn't show up, so it's going to be here soon.
Got to break in some new equipment. Got to break in a goalie coach, too. Piero Greco is going to join us here, the Toronto Marlies goaltender coach, goaltender savant, really. This guy has really helped me, I think, even as much as his goaltenders. My goaltending education just continues to increase and increase. Piero, your thoughts on the goaltending this year with the Marlies? No Drew McIntyre, but you've got a bunch of other young goaltenders to work with. Is it preferable to work with the young guys?
I think it's going to be a fun year. I've followed up with Antoine. I've been up at least 3 times up in Quebec watching him play, and when you got a guy like Sparksy and you got Gibson. You got 3 young good goalies right now. And as an organization, we made a decision. You know, we lost Drew McIntyre. That decision was made because we believe in our 3 young guys.
Now, what do you have to do with these young kids, as far as, when they have a tough game, for instance? They are so young. How do you help them get over it and push it aside so that they can continue their development?
I think it's just once you come to a pro level, they've already experienced that. For example, like Antoine, I've watched Antoine play last year in a series against Halifax, and it was almost like a roller coaster series. And there, you just got to learn to put things aside. You have a great game, you come back, you got to be strong. You have a bad game, you got to just learn to just put it aside and move on. And things, a lot of it that will come through video.
Well, we talked last year about Garrett Sparks starting the year, and you changed a little bit. Well, I mean, significantly, his style brought him upright a little bit. You work with Chris Gibson, who's an athletic goaltender. Without putting you on the spot, Antoine Bibeau, I'm not asking you what you're going to work on him with, but what do you see in this young man and what the positives are?
There's tons of positive, and the 3 times that I have been in Quebec, a lot of it too is just more on his blocker side. We worked a bit on his position play, just learning how to square up a little bit on his blocker side. Like the way we like to teach, if you're squared up to the puck, you see the puck better, you react better, and things we've worked on tons of that, and I've seen it even in the playoffs, and that's why I think he's been real successful in the playoffs. But again, he's a quality goalie, and a lot of it too, you need the mindset, and that's what we believe. He's got that strong mindset.
Antoine, what you like about Piero is what everybody likes about Piero, the perfect hair.
Yeah, exactly.
It's perfect. You don't get hair like that.
It takes about a half hour to fix it, though.
I'm telling you. You don't wake up like that.
No, I don't. No. It takes time to fix it.